Hey guys, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called Pixel Glory, Light and Shadow. Alright, so Pixel Glory, Light and Shadow is a sequel of sorts to a game called Pixel Glory, and this is a game that's played over two phases. The first phase being a bidding / auction to get cards into your deck to help you play in the second phase. And the second phase is a dungeon crawl, where you're going to use the cards from the first phase to fight some bad monsters. So each player is going to get some bidding cards, numbers 1 through 9. They're going to use those cards to acquire some wizards and some other special power cards that also come with little piddly one-hit cards of the same color. So based on who wins the bid gets first pick, last bid gets last pick, but they also become tiebreaker in the next round going forward. So yeah, this is a fun game. Let's go down to the table and check it out. Alright, so here I have Pixel Glory, Light and Shadow, set up for a two-player game. In a two-player game, there is a market of 3 cards. That's also the case in a 3-player game. In a 4-player game, there are 4 cards, 1 for every person. This game can also be played as 1 player, and there's a cool little drafting mechanism with the market. I'm not going to go over that, but just know it's in there. You can play it if you want. So what we're going to do on a player's turn, each player has a deck of bidding cards that have a monetary value. This one is 3 coins. This one is 4 coins. So they're going to take these cards, and they are going to bid for the cards that are up in the market. So I'm going to just randomly bid just to make it seem like people are really playing. And then I'll show you what happens after that. Alright, so yellow, they play a 2 card. And then blue plays a 4 card. Blue also has the tiebreaker. Alright, so what happens now is blue gets first dibs on picking one of the wizards in the market. So they want a bunch of cards to be able to use in the next phase of the game. So they're going to go over here and they're going to take this guy. So this guy, he deals 5 damage. And if you look at the bottom, he also comes with 5 additional blue cards. So the blue player will take this card, put it right there. And it's in his area. And that's going to take 5 blue cards, which are generic damage for the blue wizard. And they're going to go in his deck as well. So he's going to have all these cards to use when it comes to the next fighting phase for fighting the monsters. Alright, now yellow, they get second dibs. So they want to go with something that's going to give them extra hits too. So they're going to take this blue guy. And you can see it's going to give them 2 additional cards as well. So they're going to put that in their area. They're going to take the 2 additional blue cards. And then they got last pick, so now they become the tiebreaker. And then this one goes away. We refill the market to 3 again. And then each player is going to bid 1 more time. So blue is going to pick 5. And yellow is going to pick 5 as well. Alright, so whenever there's a tie, the player that has the staff, in this case, it's yellow, they will get first dibs at buying cards. So they would like to take, let's see, they're going to take this green card. If you look at this, it's going to come with 5 additional green cards as well, which is pretty nice, and it's good to have cards. So they're going to take that. They're going to take the 5 additional green cards. Alright, and then blue, they bid 5. They would like to take this red guy because he comes with 2 cards. Look at that. Alright, they'll take the 2 red cards. And then this one goes away. And you're going to keep doing this until everyone's bidding cards that are right here are gone. So that's 9 rounds of bidding. So you'll probably have about 25, 30 cards at the end of the round. So yeah, that's the auction phase, the bidding phase, and that's going to take us into the dungeon phase. So let's go take a look at that. Now we are at the dungeon. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we have to set up the dungeon. So the very first monster that's going to be at the bottom of the deck, always, depending on the mode you're playing. So this is the free-for-all, so it's FFA. There's also a co-op guy, which is just bigger and badder. So we're going to play free-for-all, so we put him down. Then we're going to take all the baddies. They're all on a little deck right here. We're going to shuffle them. We're going to take out 15 random. We're going to place them on top of this guy. Then we're going to flip 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so there are our baddies. Now, these cubes over here represent their health. So the heart is worth 5. So we'll go ahead and put 2 hearts on this guy. This guy gets 2 hearts and 2 cubes. Cubes are worth 1. And this guy gets 2 hearts and 3 cubes. Alright. Now, in a 2-player game, we each get 14 health. There's a little handy dandy card that comes in the game, breaks it down, what everybody gets based on the player count. I don't know if you can see that well, but yeah, it shows that we get 14 health. Alright, so here's a little player board that you get. It shows health, and it also shows combo, which I'll get into in a little bit, but just know that there's a combo area. Right now, each player will have the cards that they got in their bidding phase. They're going to shuffle them. And then they're going to draw 5. So in this case, blue's going first. They're going to take all the cards in their hand and they're going to use them to fight one of the baddies out here and try to kill it to get points. The points are the crowns right there, and the hearts are how much health it has. Some of the characters may have a special ability that does something bad, some of them may not. These two do not. This guy has a bad ability. When we fight it, I'll explain what it is. Alright, there's also a breakdown of what elements hurt other elements. So if you can look at this. So the red element can fight the green element. It's going to add an extra point of damage. Green, same to blue. Blue and red. And light yellow is going to fight purple. And purple is going to fight yellow. So that's that. Just know that exists in the game as well. Alright, so blue is going to fight, let's see, he's going to throw some water on this guy for 1 damage. So take a cube off. He'll throw another water on that guy. Take a cube off. He'll throw water on this guy. So we'll make some change. And then he's got some purple. I'll go ahead and throw the purple on there. And then he's going to play this card into his reserve supply because you're allowed to keep 1 card back for the next round. So that's what we're going to do here. So we'll just set that over to the side. Then we're going to draw to 5. Get ready for another hand. Now, if you don't kill a monster on your turn, you're going to lose some health. So what happens here is the player who is fighting the monster, if they do not kill the monster, they have to lose 2 health. So they just go on this little deal and they'll go down to 12. So now, instead of being at 14, they're at 12. And every other player who's not even in the battle loses 1 health. So yellow is now at 13. Alright, also, when you don't kill a monster, you get 1 combo point. Now's a good time to explain what combo points do. So combo points, when you get 3 combo points, you can turn those in anytime on your turn to get rid of 1 monster without having to fight it. So say this player that just got done not killing a monster had 3. They could take that back down to 0. They could get rid of this monster without ever hitting it. So get rid of all of its heart, they would get the card and get the points at the end of the game. So that's that. That's how combo points work. Now let's see what yellow has to play. Alright, so yellow has some green and some purple cards and a dude. Alright, so they're going to play the green here, take a damage. They'll play the green here, lose a damage. They'll play both the purple ones here, lose 2 damage. Now they have this guy. This guy's going to let them deal 2 damage. Or, if they played 2 additional green cards, they can do what's on the bottom of the card. So in this case, they played 2 additional green cards. So they're going to get a deal 2 damage, deal 1 damage, deal 1 damage. So they're going to deal 2 damage to this guy, deal 1 damage, and 1 damage. So So that's a nice way to do some combos and kill some monsters without having to fight them all the time. Now we hit this one. This one says you can't play spells targeting King Crab while another water monster is revealed. We don't have any more blue monsters, so that power is irrelevant, so we can just hit them like normal. So this person gets all their cards back, they go in the discard. They didn't kill anything, so they lose 2 health. They get a combo point. This player also loses a health because they did nothing. And then it will be their turn again. You're just going to keep going around like this until either all the players defeat all the monsters, including Big Baddie, or all the monsters defeat all the players, in which case all players lose. If the players defeat the monsters, whoever has the most points, crowns, in their pile is the winner. And that's how we fight the dungeon. So that was Pixel Glory, Light and Shadow. Let's go up top, see what we think about it. Alright, so that was Pixel Glory. This game is really fun. I played original Pixel Glory, I don't know, a couple years back, and it only has the fire, water, and earth elements. So I like that this one adds the light and shadow, which gives you a couple more combos that you can do, some extra types of monsters and some extra types of wizards. So it just adds a little bit more flavor to the game. I like that the first half of the game is bidding to build your deck. So depending on how well you do that bidding is how well you're going to have a deck to do in the dungeon. The dungeon part is not my favorite part, but it's enjoyable. I mean, it's just playing cards to fight monsters. I'm not super into that, but I do enjoy trying to be the one that kills the monsters to get the points. When it comes down to that last monster, he's kind of tough. So you want to give him enough hits so that you can get the points and kill him, but you don't want to give him too many hits so someone else comes in and steals the kill from you and takes the points, because the last person to hit the monster and gets the kill is the only one that gets the points. So if the monster has 5 life and you give them 4 hits and then someone else comes behind you and hits them for 1, they're going to get the credit for killing the monster. So that's something you just need to pay attention for. But yeah, this is a great game. It's really fun. I've played it at 3 and 4 players a couple times, and I've had a great time every time. And we played it with even some kids who were less than 13 years old, which the box says 13 plus, and it still went over well. So yeah, this is Pixel Glory Light and Shadow. Great game, fun game. I say go check it out. Hope you enjoyed this review, and see ya.